Gravity Falls. Pining Away. This is a chapter book, so we're going to break it out into several videos. Gravity Falls Part 1. Chapter 1. "Oh no, Mabel, I don't feel so good," Dipper said, groaning. He made a retching sound and shot a spray of pink party string at his twin sister's face. "Ugh!" Mabel cried. Then she grabbed her stomach. "Grunkle Stan, what did you feed us?" She picked up a can of purple party string and aimed it at her brother, spraying him with it. Then they both started cracking up. Their friend Wendy walked up to them. Guys, something terrible happened." Worried, Dipper and Mabel stopped laughing for a second. Then Wendy pretended to barf green party string all over them. "Comedy gold!" Mabel exclaimed, tossing confetti into the air. It landed on Stan's head as he walked by. See? Right here. Stan wasn't amused. All right. Party supplies are now off limits," he said, snatching the party string and confetti from them. Dipper and Mabel couldn't help being in a good mood. They were looking forward to the party their great Uncle Stan would be holding at his mystery shack. At the start of summer, Dipper and Mabel had come to Oregon to stay with their great uncle at his shack. Nestled deep in the woods, the dusty shack was filled with strange and unusual objects, including dinosaur skulls, ancient carvings, and jars of what looked like eyeballs in liquid. The unusual items brought in the tourists, and Stan hoped they'd dropped all their money in the souvenir shop on the way out. Helping out at the shack was interesting, but so far they hadn't met too many new friends, except for Wendy and Suze, who worked at the shack, and Old Man McGucket, who was certifiably insane. So when Grunkle Stan announced that he was having a party and inviting all of the kids in Gravity Falls, Dipper and Mabel were excited. They spent the afternoon helping spruce up the place for the party. Wendy had blown up some balloons, and Suze hung streamers across the room. "Mr. Pines, whose birthday is it again?" Suze asked Stan. "Nobody's," Stan replied. "I thought this party might be a good way to get kids to spend money at the shack." He proudly unrolled an old pin, the tail on the donkey poster. "Nice," Suze said. "The young people in this town want fun. I'll smother 'em with fun," said Stan. Suze might have been impressed, but Dipper knew that his Grunkle Stan was a little, out of touch. "Maybe comments like that are why kids don't come to the Mystery Shack," Dipper said, pouring a cup of Diet Pit Cola for Mabel. Hey, Stan said, grabbing the soda bottle from him. "How about you make yourself useful and copy these flyers?" He handed Dipper a clipboard with flyers on it that read, "Party at the Mystery Shack. Kids and teenagers welcome. Free," with a question mark. "Oh boy," said Mabel, "a trip to the copier store." Suze popped up behind her. "Calendars, mugs, t-shirts, and more. They got it all at the copier store," he said in a sing-song voice. "That's not their slogan. I just really feel that way about the copier store." "Save the trouble," Stan said. "You know that old copier in my office. I finally fixed the old girl up, good as new." So they headed off to the shack's dank and dusty storage room. They pulled the cover off the copy machine, and moths fluttered out. Mabel gasped, "Butterflies?" The copier looked like a hunk of junk. It was covered in dust, dented all over, and held together with duct tape. "Does it even work?" Dipper asked. He lifted the lid and leaned on the glass so that he could press a button on the control panel. The copier turned on, and the glass lit up with a green glow. The machine whirred and scanned Dipper's arm. Poof! The machine sparked, and clouds of black smoke poured out. When the smoke cleared, a piece of paper slid out onto the tray, showing a clear image of Dipper's arm. "Success!" Mabel said, picking up the paper. Suddenly, the paper moved in Mabel's hand. Startled, she dropped it. It fell to the floor, and the copy of Dipper's arm began to change. First, color crept into the black and white image, then the picture transformed into a real-life 3D arm and started to rise from the paper. Ooh, sounds a little spooky strange to me. Ah, Dipper and Mabel screamed. The arm lifted itself straight up in the air, then slammed down onto the floor, dragging itself toward a terrified Dipper and Mabel. The arm crawled closer and closer and closer. "Stay back!" Dipper yelled. Then he grabbed Mabel's soda and tossed it onto the arm. The arm began to bubble and sizzle. Then it completely disintegrated. Dipper turned to his sister. "Oh my gosh, Mabel, I think this copier can copy human beings." "Do you realize what that means?" Mabel asked. "Ma!" Then she zapped him in the face with purple party string. Chapter 2 will be in the next video. Love you guys. Till next time, this is Nana.